Welcome to our special meeting on August 26th, or 22nd, pertaining to building proposal. And we'll welcome everybody here, and Melody, if you want to start.
Sure. Melody Martinson, Choteau,
Paula, Jaconetty, Clerk and Recorder.
Brian Colesworthy, County Planner.
Dellwo, Commissioner.
Dick Snellman, Commissioner.
Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Deb Coverdell, EMS and DES.
Marcia Quillen, Public Health Care Health Department.
So welcome to everyone.
And we have Aaron on the phone.
Oh, right. Hi, Aaron.
Good morning.
The thing that we need to discuss is the building proposal. And I know, Joe, you've talked to Aaron and Scott, so.
Yep, I think the major changes, Aaron, my understanding is the proposed building is going to be a Butler steel building, and the only effect it will have is it will shrink the upstairs section of the building.
Correct. A quick overview, we submitted revised architectural slate bid to your office on the 20th of this week. The major changes are the revised upstairs area, the mezzanine / loft area. It got a little skinnier, still runs the length of the building. That allowed the roof pitch to change for cost savings, as well as allowed the roof to come down vertically some, again for cost savings. In addition to that, the entrances on the southwest side were modified slightly for our conversation at the last commissioners meeting. So now we have 2 vestibules instead of 3, and that third door has become just an oversized door in the wall.
Yep.
Right. And I guess one question is, are the doors on the east side of this building, we didn't have any before and now we have 5. Is that something to do with code, or were they just added?
Well, those have been there for several iterations because I graded them in on the initial site plan. Those are there for life safety purposes, code purposes, yes.
Right.
Yep, that's what we thought.
Our concern is there's no parking on that side of the building, so.
Correct. Those should be used just for essentially emergency purposes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any questions?
So, Joe, so you were saying that the amount of square footage of storage on that second floor will be what, 5,000
I
square feet?
think, Aaron, do you have the number for the square footage on the smaller second floor now? Is it still, it's still around 5,000 square feet, isn't it?
I can get that to you from Scott. I do not have that in front of me.
Okay.
And the cost savings of these changes going from changing the roof pitch and deleting one vestibule was about $89,000?
I think it was 89,000.
And just one other point of clarification. Joe, you mentioned it'll be a Butler building. So it will be a metal building. He got pricing from 3 different manufacturers. So I don't know that it's been fully determined that it'll be Butler per se.
Okay.
But it will be a metal building.
Yep, yeah,
Right,
that's
okay.
not a big issue for me. Thanks for clarifying that though, Aaron.
Certainly.
Any other questions?
I have just a couple. This is Deb with EMS. I think they're just the way it's tagged, but the ambulance office and the ambulance storage rooms, those are actually swapped. The storage will be the one that is further to the east, not the, that will be the ambulance office, and then the storage is the one that's more in the middle, right behind the ambulances.
Okay, so just swap those.
Yeah, and then I think there needs to be a door that goes into that area that goes from the ambulance bay into the room where the decon bathroom is in the ambulance. We wanna for sure have a door locking the ambulance bay off.
So you're asking for a direct route from the ambulance bay to the decon room?
No, it's not necessarily into the, it's just across there. It'd be from like the corner of the washing machine to that wall that goes to the
Got it.
east. That just needs to be, I know it's another door, but we just need to have a door there so that can be shut off. And in all honesty, it could actually go from the corner of the decon room over to the ambulance office. But then I don't know how that door, that way if that is left open for search and rescue to use the decon, they don't have access to the ambulance bay. And I can send these to you in an email also.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. And then just one clarification, is it a sliding door that goes into the kitchen from the corridor hallway? Just so there's access into the kitchen, but not through the conference room.
Okay, I'll have to check on the door type with Scott.
It's kind of what it looks like on the drawing, but I just want to clarify that there is an access into that kitchen from the corridor. Okay.
Okay. And you could include that in the email too to make life easier.
I certainly will.
Any other questions?
Being none, I'll make the motion to go with the steel building as per our recommendation with the engineer.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded to go with the metal building for the emergency services construction. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed.
Okay, Aaron, you've got the green light.
Great, thank you guys very much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And Deb will get you those emails and we'll keep going forward.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
Posted.
Yep,
Have a good day.
yep, bye.
Guys, I know I've asked this question again and this process has been going on, but I'm getting Alzheimer's or something.
You're
What?
in good company,
What are we calling, is it Health and Emergency Services Building?
I believe so.
Okay, is that?
Isn't that what we finally decided on?
Yeah, emergency response building.
We were
Health and Emergency Response Building,
Yeah.
okay.
We were gonna go with the ambulance barn if it was gonna be a pole barn, but Deb kinda cringed when I brought that up and was hoping I was joking and I
Well,
was.
I would be okay with it if you'd allow us to have some goats and some pigs in there. I'd be okay. That's what goes in a barn. You're all right with that.
So health and emergency response
Response
building.
Building, okay, gotcha, I'm sorry, I just can't
And that's,
can't make it stick in my head, I'm gonna have
that's
to
what
come up
this
with a
says
little
too.
mnemonic device
Yeah,
to make it.
so that's what
stick.
Staley is using is
Health and Emergency Response Building, okay. Okay, thanks, sorry.
In the House Bill 819,
Yeah, we're supposed to call Sherry,
okay.
so do you have her number?
No, do you?
We'll get it to you, yeah, we got it.
You want me to call?
Lessons on the back.
406,
Hang on.
You wanna call this?
This- Hang on, I gotta find it.
oh, hang on,
No, I got it, because there it is. Okay,
406, 216, 3512.
Don't dial one.
don't dial one.
That's such a pain.
Well, and I never know which.
Sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't, but they let you know either way.
Oh, yeah. You've dialed the
Whatever
number
you
about
do is
6
wrong.
times.
I gotta find the, we don't have
Wait a
it
second.
marked. Is it this one? It's the last one.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, I do have to have a one.
You did one last time.
Yeah. But
Last one, last one.
Last one, there we go. One. One, two?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Sherry.
Hi Sherry, this is,
Hi.
you're on a speakerphone in our public meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on my speakerphone just a second.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, very well.
All right. It's me and my director of lending, Karen Cleveland, that's with me today.
Okay,
All right.
We received your information, Sherry, on House Bill 819. And I believe Joe talked to you yesterday concerning county liability and
Correct?
if we were needed to put money into this program, so.
The answer is that is there is no requirement for that. I mean, obviously, if the county had some money that they wanted to allocate as the matching dollars, they could. I have assumed that counties would not necessarily have funds to do that, but they might know more about employers that they could help us approach with the matching dollars, or members of their communities that have shown a need for affordable housing that might be interested in either investing in that kind of matching funds. And that's how I would see the county commissioners helping us with that. But there is no obligation for matching funds from the county.
Okay, that's encouraging. Means that we really don't have any extra.
I think, again, nice to think that you guys would, but that's just not possible for most of our counties. They're pretty tight.
And we haven't, or I haven't had time to read the whole bill, but you're handling all the paperwork for Cascade County plus the surrounding counties?
We have certified with Cascade that they want to opt into our CRO, so we take care of all of that. And we've now, as the documentation that we sent you guys, we've approached the other counties in the Golden Triangle to ask them if they would like to opt into our CRO based on what the law requires. The way the law is written is that there can only be 16 CROs, community reinvestment organizations in the state. They had pretty much outlined those as, within the borders of the HRDC districts, but it does not have to be that. We just happen to be able to look at the District 5 and District 8 as where we think our target would be. So that's how that lines up. And what the state is asking for, and I think I sent you a copy of how Cascade County wrote a letter that said that they are opting in to our CRO. That's what we're looking for other counties, such as yourself, to vote on and do, and that way we might be able to get the minutes and get that letter signed by commissioners to submit to the state.
okay. Well, I don't see any downside to it, and it will possibly help some of our constituents, so I would make the motion to name NeighborWorks as a CRO.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to join this CRO through Cascade County, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it's passed, and Sherry will sign this letter and get it. If we mail it, is that fine, or do you want it faxed to you besides?
Email.
Or emailed?
Email.
I think if you want to email me a copy of this in the hard copy, that would be great. We'll be getting our application in with your information. The state will certify any CROs by December, and hopefully then starting the program of trying to gather the matching funds. It'll take a while, but by gathering the matching funds, that then we would be able to access the state funds and start doing some hopefully some loans to get homeowners into some homes.
Okay, and the allocation for Teton County was 235,000, is that correct?
Correct, and the way the law is, we would have to find that matching fund, some at least, is what I'm gathering, but eventually all. And that way we would be able to draw those dollars down to match with the other investments to create a loan product for someone to get into a home.
Okay. Okay, well, we made the motion, so we'll get that emailed to you and we'll get the ball rolling.
So what we might do is sometime between now and December is maybe come and be on your agenda and be able to come there and share more with what the state is telling us about the program and how we think we could set it up. And again, how you might be able to give us some guidance on the county and where we may be able to look for those matching dollars.
I think that's a
That'd
great
be good.
idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look
Yeah, we'd
forward,
love to come up there and visit.
look forward to having you attend.
Our meetings are normally on the first and third Thursday of the month at 10 o'clock, so just let us know ahead of time when you're coming so we can get you on the agenda and we'll get that happening.
All right, sure will.
Okay.
Thank you all.
All right, thanks, Sherry.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. That should conclude our special meeting. Any commissioner reports or?
I don't have anything.
I do, we are interviewing 2 people for the fire warden position,
Okay,
and we had 1 person to interview, and we're doing those today, and 1 person for the DES deputy/training officer position. So, and we did interview 2 people for the road, which would bring us up to a full crew for the first time in 2 years.
did you guys,
3 years? First time in 3 years. I'm getting three from my.
Yeah, I think that's probably closer.
so interviewed 2 people and hired them?
We offered them, yeah.
Okay,
We'll know shortly.
So if they take the position, we would be at full staffing for the first time in 3 years. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Any public comment? Public notices?
just remind me, guys, on the new building, the HEAR building, HEAR, so I will remember Health and Emergency Response Building. The HEAR building, how many square feet is it approximately?
65 by 177.
65 by 177?
Yeah.
And then it's got a second story that runs the full length of the building, but it's gonna be planned for storage only, it's cold storage.
Right.
Yeah,
Correct.
okay.
We can do that without triggering any ADA requirements,
Okay.
according to the architect, so. We don't want another elevator.
What was the size of the building? I'm sorry.
65 by 177.
Comes up to 11,505.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, with that, we will adjourn the meeting. Our next meeting is September 5th, 10 o'clock, same place.